Hey, what's up folks? This is Keith and you're watching Barber's Auto Help. Thank you so much for watching. In today's video, I'm going to show you 4 different ways to get a fan clutch off. Now, most fan clutches that are designed like this are usually threaded onto the front of the water pump. And it can be threaded either left hand or right hand. Now, how do you know which way to turn this thing to loosen it? That is important to know that because you could tighten it up instead of loosening it up. Typically guys, not always, I think always, but I'm not sure. Whichever way the fan rotates, that's the way you want to turn that nut right there to loosen it from the water pump. Now this one, you can see that it's supposed to turn this way. It's scooping the air and forcing it towards the engine, causing the air to go through the radiator there. So this one's supposed to rotate this way, so we're going to rotate that nut that way to loosen it up there. Okay, so this is method number 1, and this is the standard method for removing a fan clutch here. Now, you'll notice, even as I'm trying to rotate just the fan clutch itself by hand, the pulley on the water pump is wanting to rotate with the fan clutch there. So you have to stop that pulley from rotating. On some vehicles, and I don't have this type of design, on some vehicles, the pulley for the water pump has bolts that hold the pulley to the water pump flange, and you can get a really big wrench and go over those bolts and hold those bolts in place. Those type of wrenches are probably a part of like a fan clutch kit or something like that. It's a really big wrench, but they do make those tools and they are out there for those applications here, but I don't have that. So what I have to do is I have to hold this pulley stationary while I try to loosen up that nut, and in order to do that, I'm going to be using a chain wrench. You can also use a strap wrench for this. They make leather strap wrenches and also rubber strap wrenches. I like to use a chain strap wrench with the teeth on it. It does damage the pulley a bit, but that's nothing that you can't handle post-operation there. You can fix that up, and I'll show you how it damages the pulley when I'm done. But the chain wrench seems to hold the pulley a lot better than any other method. It actually bites into the pulley and really holds it stationary well. So we're going to put this around that pulley. We're going to lock that pulley in place just like that. And then this method is very basic. You take a wrench, whatever size wrench you need to go over that nut there, and you just loosen it up by hand like that. Now, yes, I did already loosen this up prior to making this video here. And yes, I did have to struggle. That was way easier than it usually is. For those of you out there that have noticed that, yes, you are right. That was way easier than this actually was. I struggled big time with this, but I did get it loose, and I'm going to show you some other methods. The next method I'm going to show you is actually how I got this thing loose, and the other methods will help as well. Now, this is the method that I actually used to get this thing loose here. It's just like the first method, but there's a variation there. You put your wrench on the nut, and you got your strap wrench in place, or your chain wrench in place there. What you're going to do is you're going to take a hammer, and you got to be careful when you do this. You don't want to damage your fan blades or smack your AC compressor or any other component on your vehicle. You have to use your aim, and this is where you have to use caution and do this at your own risk. But you just whack the crap out of that wrench there, just like that. Now, it took several blows for me to actually get mine loose when I did it, but that method helps as well. A lot of times that nut will get seized on there, and it takes a good jolt to actually get it loosened. Okay, a third way of getting the fan clutch off involves using a tool set similar to this right here. Now, I purchased this one off the Mack truck. You don't necessarily have to get a tool set like this off of the Mack truck. They make them in other varieties as well, or other brands. You're also going to need an air gun or air hammer. And this attachment that you see plugged into the front of the air gun there is actually a part of this kit here. And she's wanting a little bit of the limelight right there. Let's give her some attention real quick. And so are those guys. So anyway, back here. So this kit here, it has a set of these wrenches, and you can see on the ends there they have hooks. Now, this is the part of the show where I had to get a little creative. I did manage to get this fan clutch loose the other way, but I tried this method first. You can see that these are a little large, and they're actually a little too large for the nut on my fan clutch, which this is actually a 7/8 right there. I don't know why Ford decided to go with such a small nut on these Rangers here, but they did. So I had to use this wrench here. Now, let me show you what I got creative with here. So you saw how it had those hooks on those wrenches in the kit there. I just took a 7/8 wrench and I ground out a little divot in the side of that wrench there so that I could put this on that nut there and use it in a similar fashion to the way that you're supposed to use this kit right here. Let me demonstrate that for you real quick. Now what you see is the air hammer and the rod that comes with that toolkit there. And let me hit the air hammer real quick. So that repeatedly makes a hammering motion, and you put this end right here into that little divot that's a part of the wrench there, and you hold your pulley in place and you hit the trigger and it knocks it loose like that. So this toolkit actually works really well for a lot of vehicles that have a different size nut on the fan clutch, and most vehicles that I've come across, except for the Ford Ranger for some reason, has a larger nut that would actually work with that toolkit that I have right there. I'll post a link down in the description to some tools that you can browse through. Now, I'll just warn you, I don't have any experience with these tools. I'm just browsing through the internet to find resources for you. I haven't used these tools and I don't have any experience with them, so I don't know how durable or whatnot. So I'll just put some links down in the description for some ideas per se for you. Just shop around, do your own research, look in the reviews and stuff like that, and do your own research on these tools here. So now I will say, you saw that I had my chain wrench holding that pulley still. Now typically with this tool here, if you have the serpentine belt on, in my experience, that tension that the serpentine belt holds onto that water pump pulley is enough to hold the pulley in place while you're hammering that nut loose. Now the fourth way of getting this nut loose here is using an air hammer. And you want to change your attachment out. You want to get a chisel attachment, a flat one like this. Go ahead and put that on your air hammer. And we're going to chisel that nut on the outside edge of the nut. All right, now depending upon the thread of your nut, you either want to go on this side. We're going to go on this side here because ours turns right in order to loosen it up. Or if you have to turn it left to loosen it up, you want to go on this side here. But we're going to take our air hammer with the chisel attachment. We're going to put it right on the outside of that nut like this, like right on the edge, like almost right on the edge. And we're going to get it in about that position right there, and we're going to hit it with the air hammer while we're holding our chain wrench and holding that pulley in place. So I'm right on the edge, pushing down on it. I'm holding the pulley in place. Just like that. Now let me show you the aftermath here. You can see on the edge there, it's gouged up just a bit where I was hitting it with that air hammer. But that's okay. There's other areas on that nut that you can grab to tighten it back up if you're reusing the fan clutch, that is. And you can see here, I put my wrench on there. It's nice and loose. So that achieved the goal. And by the way, guys, I should have probably mentioned this before I actually got started on these different methods here. Spraying it with some penetrating oil is never a bad idea. And the longer you let it set, the better. That kind of helps to loosen things up in there for you. Now let me show you that pulley. I told you I'd show you how the chain wrench damages it. See, it kind of gouges into it. I usually try to gouge into like the inside or the outside of the pulley, not the inside definitely. Now what I do is I just take a file and I kind of file it down kind of diagonally, or however the groove is shaped there, and I make it smooth again, and then it's just fine. I do that with a lot of vehicles, but I do fix it to where it won't eat the belt when you're done with it. Now, what do you do if you've done all this and you still can't get the fan clutch loose? Well, there's a couple things you can do. One is you can take the fan clutch and the water pump off together, and you'll probably need to replace the fan clutch after that. You probably still won't be able to get the fan clutch loose from the water pump, but having it off the vehicle may open up some new ways or methods for you to get that fan clutch loose from the water pump there. You can always try once you get it off there. But if you can't, just get a water pump and replace the fan clutch also. Well, folks, that is it for this video. I sincerely appreciate you watching. If anybody out there has any other methods they like to share, please do so down in the comments there. You never know who you're going to help. Comments in the comment section do actually help people in the future. It has on my other videos. So if you have that information, go ahead and comment down below. Let us know what you know, okay? Folks, please read the entire description down below this video before you attempt this or apply any of this knowledge. There may be some things I need to clarify. That's where I do that. And also, please read the disclaimer at the very end of it as well. Thank you again for watching. Please like and subscribe. And also, if this video was especially helpful to you, consider becoming a member of the channel. It's only $2 a month, and what you'll get with that are priority responses to comments. Thanks again for watching, guys.